Hello again. Here is the male version of the narrow phonation exercise. Again, narrow phonation just means that we are singing that is restricted in some way. So there are two ways that you can get the narrow phonation. One is with the bubble lips, singing through that, or you can do a hum. So whichever one is more comfortable for you, go ahead and do that. The bubbles, for some reason, seem to help projection a little more. And this warm-up is actually threefold. It warms you up, obviously, which prevents vocal damage to the voice when you go to do exercises and repertoire. But it also helps with your projection, because if you can sing nice and clear through these restrictions in your voice, then when the restrictions are lifted, your voice is that much more forward and clearer. And finally, it helps with your breath control and support, because you have to do it all in one breath. So I'm going to first demonstrate all the different ways you can do it, and then we will go on right through the exercise. Apologize for the weird camera angle, but in order to get my keyboard in, kind of had to do it this way. So here are the bubble lips. We're going to start here. Here's that same pattern, but on a hum. Now, if you want to try the bubble lips, but they peter out on you, you can just finish the exercise with a hum, like so. Okay, so go ahead and do this one on your own, and then we will stretch the voice down first, then we will stretch it back up. Ready? Use your stomach for support. Think there's an egg in your mouth you're trying not to break for these really low tones. If you can't get past this point, that's okay. If you're a tenor or a baritone and this is pretty much your limit, that's fine. However, if you're a bass and you want to stretch down a couple more, go ahead. Back up. You'll find that, gentlemen, this is going to be your upper chest voice. There's two different ranges of chest voice. There's lower chest voice down here, and then there's higher chest voice, which is kind of like, sounds like an adolescent boy, kind of. So this is going to be your upper chest voice. The next register you come across will be your mixed voice, sometimes called head voice for males. Sometimes people call the male mixed voice head voice, and they will call falsetto falsetto. And sometimes people call falsetto head voice, so it can be very confusing. Basically, there's two different chest ranges. There's one in the middle, and then there's your very high falsetto, so to avoid any confusion. But I'm going to, for sake of argument, just call it mixed voice. So we'll have our lower voice, our higher chest voice, then we'll have our mixed voice, then our falsetto. I will let you know when all of those come up. Try this one. Start feeling like you need to go to your mixed voice. At least on the top, very top part there is going to be your mixed voice. This part might still be in your chest voice. And that's how the voice is. It's not very clear cut, not very clear defined. It can be within a couple notes of each other where these register changes are. So you have to really pay attention to your own voice and what sounds the best for you. I would say definitely this is going to be a mixed voice sound, though. Lighten it up. Don't force it out. Make it a nice light sound. So I could have force that out, but I made it nice and light. That's what you want to do with your mixed voice. Now, some of us might feel like we're at falsetto. Most of us could probably stretch these up a couple more before you switch over to falsetto. And falsetto is going to sound like, ooh, like a completely lady's voice. So if you're not there yet, just keep going with the mixed voice. Most of us should be in our falsetto by now. Oh, I'm going to sing along just to demonstrate what you should be sounding like right now. Oh, so you're almost like imitating a lady up there. That's what falsetto should sound like. Basses and baritones, you might feel like you're hitting your limit now. If that's the case, stop. I would rather have you stop early than damage your voice. Tenors, if you feel comfortable, you can continue on. And one more. Work the voice down because when you start singing up high here, your voice kind of gets in a mode, and we don't want to switch gears too fast because, like in a real car, not an automatic but a stick, if you switch the gears without whatever you do, let off on the clutch, I think. I don't know much about cars. But if you switch gears too fast, you could damage your voice. So we want to work you down so that that doesn't happen. So what we're going to do is just ooh, 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 ooh. There's a nice staccato ooh. Go ahead and try it. Ready? Go. This should be mixed. Beginning of mixed anyway. This is upper chest. That should be a nice low note for you. Now you are ready for any more exercises or repertoire that you want to do.